What's up, Taiwan? I'm Jaime Ocon with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. It's the 5th day of the Lunar New Year, the day when much of Taiwan gets back to work. But it's also the birthday of the god of wealth, and people across the country are visiting temples to pray for prosperity. At one temple in Taipei, crowds lined up overnight to get special coins that are believed to attract wealth through the year. It's the first time since the COVID pandemic that the temple has handed them out. There are only 20,000 of the coins, and the temple ran through its limited supply by Thursday morning. According to traditional belief, people who don't manage to get a coin can still bring themselves prosperity through rituals like touching the beard on a statue of the wealth god. Sticky rice cakes are an essential dish over the Lunar New Year. They're known as niangao, or year cakes, and one town in southern Taiwan is rolling back the clock to make the sweet treats the traditional way. Stash Butler reports.
Steam billows from a bamboo basket filled to the brim with niangao. These sticky rice cakes are an irresistible Lunar New Year treat. And it's a good thing shoppers here in Pingdong are buying them up, because making them is a labor of love. Every year, this street in Jiuru Township becomes a literal hotspot for niangao for a single week before the new year. And in an age of mass-produced snacks, the niangao made here offers something different. Every cake is kneaded by hand, then steamed over a charcoal fire. Niangao has a special symbolism. The word itself sounds identical in Chinese to a phrase meaning rise higher year after year. And that certainly seems to be what's happening with the orders. One shop owner says she's sold more than 300. Businesses in this part of Taiwan are keeping traditional cooking methods alive, while their New Year's treats sell, well, rather like hotcakes. Patrick Chen and Stash Butler for TaiwanPlus.
Despite the ubiquity of mobile phone calendars, paper isn't dead, in Taiwan at least. Paper calendar sales rose last year, and as Sam Robin reports, people have started to see them as small works of art.
Taiwan is known as a global producer of high-tech gadgets and advanced semiconductors. But that doesn't mean that some simpler and more low-key ways of keeping time aren't still popular. Wall and desk calendars like these are a popular purchase here, especially in the run-up to the Lunar New Year. Though they have a practical purpose, for the designers, these calendars are a real art.
不完美的状态其实是最理想的，或者是最自然、最合理的。然后一直以来，我们也都相信植物跟人生是有关系的。它其实某定程度上，它映照着人生的不同的时刻，不管是凋零还是新生，还是它的绽放。
Paper calendars in Taiwan are a big business. In 2022, more than 100,000 were sold in Taiwan, bringing in over $5 million US.
About 90% of people in Taiwan have a smartphone. So for most, checking their calendar is something they can do on their phone. But some in the industry say many consumers aren't just interested in practicality. They also want a calendar that is decorative and has an interesting aesthetic.
日历视为是一种轻量的载体，文字的轻量载体。与其说它是一本日历，它更像是你这个生活空间里面一个很重要的摆饰，或是一个很重要的强调自己的风格跟自己个性的元素。买到我喜欢的创作者的实体产品或实体周边，日历就相对变成一个技术门槛可控的情况下，可以量产给自己粉丝的东西。
Timekeeping works a little differently in Taiwan. The country uses two date systems, Gregorian and Lunar, with many switching to the latter during the Lunar New Year holidays. In addition, some Saturdays are work days. Taiwanese workers have to make up for public holidays by working on the weekend. In February 2023, only 2 Saturdays are rest days. Local calendars often provide this useful information. But some things are the same here as everywhere else in the world. A calendar is sometimes just nice to look at.
Alex Chen and Sam Robbins for TaiwanPlus.
A European Parliament committee has approved a new act to build semiconductor cooperation between Europe and Taiwan. European companies are still facing a shortage of semiconductors caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Taiwan, meanwhile, is one of the world's biggest producers of advanced chips. The European Chips Act aims to secure semiconductor supply for EU countries, but it still needs to pass the European Parliament and be approved by each member state. The act mentions Taiwan as a strategic partner. It's a rare instance of Taiwan being mentioned by name in EU legislation. Roy Lee of Taiwan's Tsinghua Institution for Economic Research welcomed the development.
未来我们会期待台欧盟会在外交关系上有所升级，好，但是呢，我们也必须了解到这个升级的目的是为了建立一个针对晶片短缺的处理管道，并不是台欧盟关系全面的升级。
The U.S. says it will send 31 M1 Abrams battle tanks to Ukraine. U.S. President Joe Biden made the announcement on Wednesday, a day after Germany said it would send its own tanks to Ukraine. The military package is worth more than $400 million and includes logistics support for the new armor. The M1 Abrams is the U.S.'s most advanced main battle tank. Taiwan is expecting its own shipment to the U.S. tanks to arrive later this year. A deadly cold snap is gripping East Asia. Sub-zero temperatures and heavy snow in Japan have killed 4 people and brought travel chaos, including leaving thousands stranded on trains. Officials are describing it as a once-in-a-decade weather event. Neighboring South Korea has canceled hundreds of flights because of the harsh weather. And Mohe, the northernmost city in China, saw a record-breaking low of minus 53 degrees Celsius. Moving back to Taiwan, former Vice President Chen Chie-ren looks set to return as the country's new premier. The presidential office says Chen has met with President Tsai Ing-wen for what it called formal consultations before Tsai announces her decision on Friday. Stash Butler has a story.
A veteran of Taiwan's political scene, Chen Chie-ren, is on the cusp of a comeback. He was awarded for serving as vice president under Tsai Ing-wen between 2016 and 2020. Now, after nearly 3 years out of politics, all signs point to him taking up the position of premier, head of Taiwan's cabinet. And he's got the backing of senior figures in the ruling party.
如果蔡总统选择陈建仁副总统出任阁揆，我相信是一件好事。相信他会把内阁团队带得很好。
It's part of a wider reshuffle following the ruling Democratic Progressive Party, or DPP's, heavy defeat in the November local elections. Another important role in Chen's long career. An epidemiologist by training, Chen came into politics as health department chief in 2003, helping fight Taiwan's SARS outbreak. He had this warning about the possibility of another epidemic.
It's become quite obvious if this wild animal market have not well controlled, then it's quite likely that SARS coronavirus will jump from wild animal to human again.
Chen was serving as Taiwan's vice president when news broke in 2019 of an unidentified virus spreading in Wuhan, China. His experience helped guide Taiwan's rapid response to COVID-19, which kept the virus largely at bay and saved countless lives. It's now just a year until Taiwan's next presidential polls, and the DPP hopes Chen can help the party recover from its loss in November and guide the government through the challenges of 2023. That's Nia Zhou and Stash Butler for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we leave you with the images of workers showcasing their skills in making traditional noodles in Chiayi City. It's in the southwest of Taiwan. I'm Jaime Ocon. Take care and see you next time.
Lunar New Year is a time for
lots of eating and drinking,
for spending time with your loved ones, for buying new clothes,
playing mahjong,
winning money.
This year, TaiwanPlus News presents a series of holiday specials to help you ring in the Year of the Rabbit.
Have a fantastic Year of the Rabbit.
Happy Year of the Rabbit.
From all of us at TaiwanPlus News. Happy New Year!
TaiwanPlus, Happy New Year!